Hi, welcome back to the Ilica Caribbean Reality TV experience with Tree. You're watching reality with Tree, and in this period, we're reviewing Love Island. And ooh, this Love Island, there is something different. And I guess like with every cast that comes in, you get a different like vibe, different energy because it's different people. And I'm really into the energy this year. There is something special about what is happening, and I think it is like people becoming more aware emotionally, socially, culturally. We're beginning to get more awareness, and I think that is very important. I think that kind of like has me on a chill kind of vibe for this review because it's some things went down in the episode that I think really needs unpacking. So yeah, let's get into it. So the episode starts, we continue from the last episode with Anaya on mommy duty, rushing to take care of Mel. I hate that they were like, yeah, it is not what was said, but it is the how. And I'm like, that's why we have so many backstabbers and liars around us because all of the girls, like, y'all were literally gossiping about Mel, saying that you were not comfortable with what she did. Everybody was feeling stuff, and it was only Bea who stood up and said something. But now, like, Mel started crying and the energy has shifted, and now it's like we're not satisfied or we don't like what Bea did. Anyway, the most difficult lesson to learn when you're an open, upfront person is to never speak for a group. You speak just for yourself. So I hope Bea takes this as a learning lesson, and the next time you have something to say to somebody, just like do it for yourself on your own. Don't speak for the group. Don't. Because what happens is that when it backfires, it's always like it always backfires on you. So and everybody else would like scurry away and act like, oh no, we were not a part of it or whatever. That I had to learn the hard way, and Bea is learning in real time. At least I hope that she does. So anyway, Bea and Trinity speak, and oh God, I hate that conversation also. Trinity making Bea feel like, yeah, that was not the way. Like you were trying to get the last word in. I feel like it was painful. It was pain. I can stab my eye right now. It was painful to watch. All of you were bothered. Let's remember that that was what was happening. Everybody was bothered. But anyway, so that happened. Then we have like a bunch of inconsequential chats happening. Corbin does tell Kenzie that she is his type of heck. Dr. Oma! Dr. Oma! Okay, I joke. I kid. But Kata pulls Corbin and she really stood her ground. And I find it was very fascinating to watch. That's another thing that I found fascinating in that episode, that she knew, like this girl knows that she is the prize. And I want a lot of like, especially the younger generation looking at this. I want them to learn from this. Like you are the prize, no matter what you look like, what you feel like when you get in front of this, like other person that you're interested in. Race, sex, creed, sexuality, whatever. You have to remember and stand on business that you are the prize, and it doesn't matter what the other person is giving, that shouldn't take away from your recognition that you are it. And she really displayed like the correct way to go about this. And she's like, no, you have to work for this. And a lot of times, like in desperation, women don't remember, no, they have to work for this. Like, especially if you're in like a heterosexual situation. I know that we're all about feminism, but feminism does not mean that I don't think that we're at a place now yet where we can actually go like equality on like back and forth energy. I feel like men are confused in the sense that they have turned it on as that they need to be chased. And I like Kata return that like rewind, no, like you're chasing me. And I think like we could learn a lot from that. Carbon also chats with Trinity and Anaya, but literally no spark. I told you we need to get Dr. Omar in for Carbon. But no, that's like that's his flavor and that's like completely fine. Sean and Trinity speak again. No spark. Like I swear, like no sparks was sparksing. And I hate that she was complimenting him and she's like, yeah, you're so handsome. And it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to soak it in and like not pouring any energy into her. And we need to be very mindful of that when we're having like conversations with people that we're interested in. We have Kenzie and Sean, they speak, and something like Sean is just like, he's a strange one. He's a stranger, strange. He tells her that he didn't like that she did not give Zach energy, and like why not allow her to feel her feels? Like, why not allow her to like it was very uncomfortable to watch, and I realized that it's a pattern with him. He's very controlling when it comes to like how his partner behaves, and I don't know if that's what, as St. Lucians would say, ossifer. I don't know if that's how ossifer like gets down because of the like the idea of control and power, but it's very uncomfortable to watch, and at this point, I want him gone. Yep. Anyway, it's a following day. Melanie still wants Corbin, but he is not interested. You notice when he came in with the platter, and she really thought that all the fruits were for and he's like, no, well, it's for the table. Anyway, Kenzie and Sean do the performative, like I bring you breakfast and we kiss thing. I'm not buying it. Casey does his thing. Casey, I'm loving it. I'm loving like how you're showing up in the villa. And we'll speak more about this later. So again, Anaya is back in care mode. She's checking in on Kenzie, but her bathing suit was too cute. But I want to remind Anaya, take care of yourself. But we'll see something happen later. And I think that maybe sort of like it could have been a bit of a reminder that she matters. Um, so Kenzie and Anaya do this yoga thing, and Kenzie, Kenzie then give the split in the middle again, so the man can be reminded of what she's capable of. Kenzie split, and Kenzie say, "Oh, we have a lot of energy down there." That was Kenzie was on that performance mode, but c'est la vie. You do you, boo. Anyway, we have Sean again complaining about Kenzie with the Zach thing. Hey, mm-mm. He can keep all of that. Corbin and Kenzie have a chat, but the chat we were really looking forward to happens after. We have Bea and Mel having the absolute most amazing conversation. It was really beautiful. We start with Mel telling Bea that she's like um proud of like her sporty energy and she always wished that she had like that kind of like excitable energy. And Bea's speaking about how like yeah, but it makes her like one of the bros or whatever. But Bea who is like Bea always shows up in the most beautiful way and she speaks about like feminine energy and how, yes, she is that kind of like boisterous kind of person, but for her to fall into her feminine, she needs to feel safe. And I find with a lot of us women who are like strong or dominant energy, etc. Men don't understand that you need to create that space to allow that feminine energy to happen. Because how can I fall into a space that I don't necessarily consider is a safe space? You're creating all this chaos, all this tumultuous energy around me, but you want me to be vulnerable because being in that feminine energy means that I am open and vulnerable. And if it's not safe, then I can't be that. So I felt it was so important. Like there was so many important conversations happening in this. We love it. We love it. We love it. So they squash the beef and it's amazing. Bea recognizes Mel's beauty in her being sensitive. Um, it was very equal footing, empowering each other and stuff. And I really enjoyed it. Anyway, so we have the chats continuing. Mel and Cynthia speak. They come to this understanding, like it's actually spoken, and I'm happy that Cynthia was very like open about his feelings, that we're exploring. We're interested in each other, but like we're still exploring and we have this understanding. We still care for each other, but that's what's up. And that's really good. And then we come to the best conversation for the night. Well, at least like in my opinion, that was the best conversation for the night when Casey pours into Anaya. I keep calling the person's child Amaya. Anyway, he pours into her in the most beautiful way, and he tells her like dark-skinned women. It's not always, we don't always get poured into, like, we're not always appreciated. And he just wanted to take a moment to, like, give her that energy, like, pour that energy into her and remind her, like, you're the shit. You're the beauty walking around this villa. You're it. Like, don't forget. And he tells her like, yo, around here, like around me, it's blackety black, 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 black. And when he tells her, you're the blueprint, I'm like, if you know, you know. And it was amazing. And I don't think she realized just how much she needed that because she got so emotional in that moment. And Casey. King Crown. King Crown. King Crown, my brother. King Crown. You know what culture it has devolved into something like that can be a bit much in the sense of like what is expected and what is required and being politically correct, etc. And we kind of like lost the gist of what culture really was supposed to be about is this awareness. And at least we were able to achieve certain things like allowing Eli to air a conversation like that, which I feel like a couple years ago would not have been aired. So this was the highlight of the night for me. Absolutely highlight of the night for me. Um Anyway, so that was amazing. So tell me why Gabe is chatting Kenzie up, talking about who oh he's so into her, and I'm like, is it the split in the middle that like got you back on her because you told Bear that you're not that interested in her? But anyway, that's men for you. Men will give this one story, this one story. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We have Trinity and Bryce having a conversation again, and it's giving life raft. It's giving life raft. It's giving. No. So the recoupling is announced. Corbin learns that he gets to pick first. Kenzie pulls both Casey and Sincere to speak about her not being sure what to do. And cue Ariana. Thank you, Kenzie. I don't need to see you being taken care of again. So Corbin gets to pick first. Doctor. No. He picks Kenzie. The rest of the girls speak as expected, including Trinity. It segues. Zach says that he's teaching Zach. Don't be that white man. He's teaching the Haitian girl Ting. Zach, do you know where Ting came from? Do you know where my Ting came from? The white man teaching the half black woman Ting. Okay, Zach. Go, go on with your things. Anyway, the highlight of the night for me is Sean gets dumped. I had enough of him. I'm so happy he's gone. The couples, everybody seems well, not secure, but everybody's comfortable in their couples, and we're here for it, but we're about to get things like messed up again with the new bombshells coming in. So we need a little more spice coming in. But this was a really good episode, not because of the drama, but because of the conversations we were able to have in this episode and what further conversations that it can allow to happen. So I'm really here for it. I'm really appreciative of it. And I was really proud to be like a dark-skinned black woman in this moment. So thank you, Casey. You did it for her, but you also did it for us. Hot. Okay, I watched too many K-dramas. But yeah, that's it for us for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope that you enjoy your week. Have a good day. Bye.